The second distribution company ident is introduced, being Neon Productions. The use of the intro is unique and effective through the different style. The use of the monochrome colours, the black and whites, with the bold but simple title makes it clear and easy to read for the audience. The main purpose of titles used in a teaser trailer is to give information to the audience. The information included in our teaser trailer was date and time. These were very short but significant piece of information as it informed the audience as well as giving a hint about the narrative and the plot of the film. The font of our titles were very continuous, using a very light and thin and spaced out font, making it simple and clear to read for our audience, which is key when informing the audience with facts and information. The continuity of the titles enable us to build a brand identity through the use of colours, font and style. We use the convention of real media products when titling our film Skylar. Other thriller films such as Carrie and Lucy have used the main characters' names as the film title. Likewise, we decided to use Skylar and pay attention to the sense and connotation of the names. So, after researching, we decided to choose a name with the syllable of S, because it connotes innocence and sounds like a whisper to the ear. This is extremely effective and very appropriate for the thriller genre. Likewise, the title gives little information to the audience which may entice them to watch the film when it's released. The pace of the teaser trailer of The Girl on the Train starts at a good and normal pace. However, it starts to speed up, becoming faster and the scenes become shorter, which transition through hard cuts. This is very effective as it builds a tension and climax, enticing the audience's attention to the teaser trailer even more. Likewise, in our teaser trailer, the pace starts at a good and normal speed, and eventually becomes quicker and sharper as the teaser trailer progresses, and the scenes are cut into hard cuts as they transition. This again helps to build tension, enticing the audience's attention even more. In terms of costume, the costume of the character of Emily within our teaser trailer is basic and casual. She is wearing a black top with a khaki green bomber jacket with dark washed blue jeans and white trainers. This is the typical clothing for an 18-year-old teenage girl, fitting in perfectly with the day and age. The connotation of a costume is casual day-to-day life, a girl going to college, and the time period the film is setting being modern. Similarly, the main characters of The Girl on the Train's teaser trailer's costume is shown through medium close-up shots and long shots. The male and female character is wearing typical day-to-day clothing. The male is wearing a black jacket with black trousers. The costume suggests that the film is set during the colder seasons, as the female character is wearing a scarf, grey coat layered on top and boots, alongside the use of the colours which are dark and muted, enforcing the winter season. The makeup of the female character is so bare and pale that it looks like she's hardly got any makeup on. The makeup makes her look tired, exhausted and drowsy. This connotes that the character is worn out and tired due to her life experiences. The makeup of the main female character in our teaser trailer looks worn out due to her dark circles and dull skin. This suggests that she doesn't take much care of herself, which challenges the stereotypical view on teenage girls, as they usually tend to be dressed up and glam. The dark circles also connote that she does not get enough sleep and is stressed out or perhaps even depressed, giving an insight to the audience about the character. An important and significant prop we used and developed to illustrate and portray the genre of our film is printed out images of a real car incident that had happened to one of our group members. The black and white images also connote to the audience about the narrative which links to previous information given to the audience through the use of titles within our teaser trailer. We use this convention from a real media product of Shutter Island, which is of the similar genre. They have also used a physical prop being paper that gives information to the audience about the plot or narrative to attract a potential target audience and make them question and intrigue them. Furthermore, we use the convention of a real media product of the thriller genre being a thick light brown rope used to tie around the character's hands. The connotation of this is being trapped or kept hostage again, giving hints to the audience about the characters within the film. The main convention of a thriller genre is duct tape, which is used in numerous amount of films and was especially suitable and very significant prop to our narrative due to the plot involving an abduction. We showed this prop in the teaser trailer through a close-up shot over the female character's mouth, which reinforces the idea of the narrative to the audience. Similarly, a different prop we used is a bright yellow police tape used in the real media product of The Girl on the Train. The connotation of the police tape is stereotypically and commonly used during or after the location of an incident. This was a very significant prop to our teaser trailer due to the storyline and events which are hinted in previous scenes in the teaser, like the printed out images of the car incident. The Girl on the Train was set in 3 main locations, being the train station and subway, and a white mansion. The white mansion was shown through a long shot, and we could see that it's located in a quiet and undisturbed area, as we can see the trees in the background and no other houses around, which creates a mysterious and eerie feel. Furthermore, another location is the train station, which is the main part of the brand identity they have built. It is very significant to the plot of the film of The Girl on the Train, through the use of the title using the train word, as well as the ancillary products of the magazine and poster, which all have little hints of the train or the train station, like the train track on the film poster. Therefore, this has built a very strong brand identity, gaining the recognition of the audience, which is very effective in terms of marketing and advertising the film. Therefore, in parallel, we also shot scenes at the local train station. Because the pace of the train on the train track edited enabled us to fasten the pace and create tension and climax. And using the conventions of the real media product of The Girl on the Train, we were really inspired to use the location as well as the train scenes within our teaser trailer as well. In the next shot, we can see that it's set outdoors under the subway. We can see that there is no one else other than the main female character. The train station is urban, therefore, typically it is meant to be a busy and fast-paced environment full of people going on to their day-to-day life. The subway gives an eerie and mysterious feel because of this, and this is the main connotation of a thriller genre. Also, the character approaching the subway suggests that she's approaching darkness or danger, and this creates a sense of enigma for the audience, attracting them to the narrative of the film even more. We also included the same scene as we found it very effective in the main media product of The Girl on the Train, due to the lighting and setting being very effective in terms of the genre. The next shot is set in a rural setting. The denotation of the numerous amount of trees surrounding her as well as the greenery connotes that she's lost, perhaps mentally or physically. Again, this gives the audience an insight about the character as well as the plot, which may entice potential audience to watch the film after it is released in the cinemas. We used various different camera work, being a variety of camera shots, angles and movements. As we can see, we used a close-up tracking shot of this character in order to explore the character as she is the first character to be seen in the teaser. A tracking shot enables the audience to explore the character as well as their environment as she travels. This camera movement also shows the normality of the moment. We were inspired by this shot as it was a convention of a real media product, being the girl on the train. However, we developed this convention as we used this movement with a close-up shot rather than a long shot in order to create a sense of enigma and for the audience to be able to identify her facial features in more detail. Next, we can see use of an extreme close-up shot to introduce a new character. Throughout the teaser, the identity of this male character is not shown in order to create mystery and question the audience. The use of an extreme close-up shot of a character's eyes is very typical of a thriller genre. So in our teaser trailer, we decided to challenge the use of this shot by approaching with a different angle. The side angle is effective because it creates a question for the audience like, what has he seen? What is he watching? Or who is he watching? This may entice the audience and gain an interest in the upcoming film. A medium close-up shot is used for this scene to enable the audience to clearly see the facial expressions and most importantly the body language. We can see that the character is holding a significant prop and is emotionally frustrated. Likewise, her body language reinforces her instability and weakness as she struggles to stand. Moreover, we are able to see her location and surroundings being an isolated forest. This shot links in with the scene of the shot with the police tape, which is known as the place of the incident. Similar shot is used in the Girl on the Train's teaser trailer. They have also used this shot to mainly show the body language of the character. A different shot, being a close-up shot of the main female character's face, is used in order to allow the audience to get a close-up to the character in more detail and clearly see her facial expressions. She's making direct address with the audience. The effect of this is she's communicating and engaging with the viewer themselves, whilst making them feel involved and perhaps questioning themselves. Also, her makeup of the dark circles, pale skin and bare face with smudged mascara is very successful in terms of connoting to the audience that she's worn out, lifeless and lacks sleep due to the event taking place in her life. This creates a sense of enigma and mystery for the audience to find out what's happened to this character, which may entice them to carry on watching the trailer. Other real media products have also used this close-up shot to show the facial expressions of the main characters in a closer view and show the audience the emotions as well as engaging with them. This is a very effective shot within any teaser trailer. The use of a 360-degree camera movement was successful within the teaser. The camera movement suggests the feeling of the character whilst we are able to see her location be in the forest. She has screamed, cried and collapsed in the woodland location. This connotes that she is struggling to breathe, therefore to release, and perhaps because of this, she has travelled to the location to get oxygen. However, we also developed this shot by adding an opacity of another scene on top to show her frustration and her mental illness that is coming along, as well as depression. Film magazine. This is our film magazine we designed and created whilst taking into consideration the main conventions of one of the UK's well-known film magazine being Total Film. We used the template of a real media product being Inception, as they have also marketed the film with Total Film. Likewise, another template we were also inspired was by Avatar. One of the main titles being the announcement title, which is the title of the film Skylar, is in a very light grey shade, with a bolder font than the font of the title we used in our teaser and film poster. We developed this in order to make the title stand out from the rest of the magazine, in order to attract the audience's attention. However, we used a convention of a real media products by continuing with the colour and font to our other media products, being the teaser trailer and film poster. As we can see from a real media product, Avatar have also used a different style of font to their titles featured in their teaser trailer. This is done according to the final look of the magazine, as the main aim is to attract the audience's attention to the most important title, being the title of the film. Likewise, it is also very important to continue with the colour scheme of the magazine and ensure which colour will make the title stand out the most, as it's the most important title on the magazine. Inception have also used a different colour, being red. However, they have kept the font of the title fairly similar, as this is a part of building a strong brand identity and gaining recognition of their target audience. A key convention of the Total Films magazine is the main image of the main character is repeatedly and permanently covering the masthead. This is because of the very strong brand identity the company have built. It's so strong that the audience recognise them even without the full title being clearly visual on the magazine. Therefore, we use this convention by doing the same on our film magazine. Also, various films have used a different colour for their masthead depending on the individual colour schemes of different films. So, we chose to go with the colour black as it worked best with the other use of colours and helped to balance out the three main colours of blue, white and black. Another key convention we used is the cell line being on top of the masthead, which states a thrilling new issue. We believe that this is effective in terms of connoting to the audience the genre of our new film being a thriller, which may entice them, especially audience who are interested in the thriller genre. The centre positioning is done due to the main image of the main character being the key image on the magazine. The centre also increases the effectiveness of the character's direct address, as well as enhancing the effect of this on the audience. Another convention of Total Film is the date, website, issue note and price, which is usually placed very near to the masthead in order to not take away the attention from the rest of the poster. A magazine barcode is typically placed on the bottom right-hand side in order to not distract the audience's attention from the key and other important features like the main image or film title, and to make it clear to the audience that it is not a free magazine. This also denotates how professional the company are in terms of it being a high-quality product. The cover lines are typically used to give the audience an insight and other information of what is included in the magazine, for instance other film reviews which may attract the audience of that film to buy the magazine. This is effective as they may later gain interest in our new film after they had initially bought the magazine for another purpose. The font used is similar. The use of the colours are attractive, however not stealing the lights from the main image and film announcement title. Film poster. The conventions of two real media products we used were The Girl on the Train and The Woman in Black, as it was a thriller genre. In comparison to The Girl on the Train's film poster, we used this convention by placing the bidding block under the film title and tagline. The use of the colour red is effective, and the colour red connotes warning and danger. The muted red helps to gain the attention of the audience as it is one of the most important information for the audience to receive. The tagline is placed underneath in order for the audience to continue reading on and taking in more information. Continued with the bidding block, which is a key convention of a film poster. The aim of the bidding block of the credits is to give information to the audience. This may appeal to an audience who are a fan of any of the people like the director, the writer or the producer. As a result, this may entice them to watch the film. It has then continued with the release date being October 2017. This informs the audience and leaves no doubt about when the film will be released in the cinemas, as well as allowing them to make plans to watch it in the cinemas after it's released well in advance. The tagline is used and continued in other medias too. This helps to build a brand identity and to gain recognition of its target audience. The effect of the tagline, "She saw her," creates a sense of enigma and mystery, which may make the audience curious and intrigued. The actor titles are placed at the very top of our poster. This is typical of a poster as it indicates the star actors within the film, attracting the fans of recognised actors. However, we challenged where we placed the active titles compared to The Girl on the Trains, as we believed that the very top of the poster was most suited to ours, as this helped balance out the other titles and not just gain the audience's attention to the very bottom of the poster. The use of colours compared to real media products. Both of them have used cold turquoise blue colours, whereas our poster is much more muted and faded with grey tones rather than blue. Moreover, The Woman in Black has a smoky effect on the background image of the trees, whereas we challenge this as ours is unique and different in terms of the style.